Okay. All right. I got it.
He's got it.
I got it.
Do you
Okay,
need
so
help?
now that we I just had okay.
Come on,
So now
you
that I
got it.
stay,
Come on.
should I do like an intro? Like, what's up? What? Hey.
Go for it.
All right.
Hey guys, this is Reese.
Show 195. We're our first show since distance learning began. We got some story ideas to share with you, and we are first starting with Drew.
All right. So for my story, what we have is just a pro cons of online homeschool, COVID-19 trapped in the house. It's going to be me and Kyrie showing you some pros and cons.
What's up, Eagles? Today, me and Kyrie are going to show you some pros and cons of distance learning.
So for our first pro, it's going to be eating. You can have whatever you want in the fridge. Sky is the limit, as well as the cupboards. But con that comes to that, you might not be able to find anything you want or like. See right here, I found a lightsaber. It's not really edible by any means. Another huge con is going to be sleeping in / staying up late. It sucks that we're on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok all night and just sleep in super late and miss the whole day. For me, this is my biggest con right now is going to be haircuts. I haven't been able to get a haircut in months. It is so annoying. Another really annoying con is not everybody's suited for online learning, but a huge one that comes to that is not being able to contact teachers that well, only message them. Our final con will be getting in the mood to do schoolwork. It's really hard to get in the mood for schoolwork when I'm here at my computer or you're here with your phone and just not in that classroom environment that we're so used to.
Those are just some of the pros and cons that we thought of. There's a lot more of them that might not pertain to me and might pertain to you, or other way around. This has been Drew Carruth reporting for EaglEye.
I like it.
But everybody can relate to right now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's a pro? Like a pro would be like, pro, you can listen to music as loud as you want if your parents aren't home.
But your parents are home.
Con, your parents are home.
Kind of relating to yours, you don't really think about missing school until you're actually forced to not be in it. So I thought it would be cool to see the different grade level perspectives of what being at home is like.
Personally, for me, I know being a senior and being told that you have to stay home for the rest of your high school career really sucks, and it can really hurt. So I wanted to see how the other grade levels felt and what they're experiencing through this whole coronavirus.
My name's Nina. I'm in kindergarten. I miss school. I'm not in school because the coronavirus. I want to go to school. I like my teacher. I do play a lot with my family though.
What grade are you in?
13th.
No, everyone, if you're still here, he's in college.
Math is hard. I would not rather be in school. No, I would not like to go back to school.
My name is Alex. I'm in 2nd grade. I'm not in school because of the coronavirus. I don't miss school. I like to do school at home because I like to do brain breaks. I miss nothing about school because I'm having fun with my family.
All right, Malia, I like your story a lot. It's looking real good. I know that you have some siblings, and that might make it easier to be locked in at home. But what if being an only child? I think Elizabeth has something about that for us.
Yeah, it's actually, it makes it like 10 times way more harder and boring because it's just me by myself and I have nothing else to do. And I feel like I'm going crazy here just talking to myself all day because I don't have nobody else. And my mom and grandma, like, they're just doing their own thing. And I'm like, who to talk to? So it's definitely, I think it's nice that you have siblings to be around with.
It definitely makes it interesting.
You're talking to yourself? Like,
yeah.
like,
I'm having conversations with myself now.
You do what you have to do.
So it's interesting seeing like a bunch of different grade levels perspectives, especially because like some of them are kind of too young to understand it. My mom is a teacher, and I decided to get like a teacher kind of point of view on this whole e-learning thing. And kind of the big thing I've realized through this e-learning is teacher-student relationships are huge. And with being at home, it's not really a thing because you can't talk to them, you can't be with them. Yeah, you can Zoom with them, but it's not the same. So I decided to interview my mom about how she is either trying to maintain those relationships or what relationships mean to her and how it affects the learning. So, yeah. Hey gang, this is Dylan reporting for EaglEye. Today I'm here with my mother, Jill Kuzma, who is a speech pathologist at Eastlake Elementary School. I'm so sorry. I forgot something downstairs. This is off. This is so unprofessional. I'm so sorry. I have to go get it.
How are you creating connections and maintain those relationships
Right.
with your children?
Well, the cool thing with being in my position, I don't have my kids for just 1 year. I have them for all 6 years that are out there at elementary school. And so it's nice that I start off with a really solid connection, but one thing that I'm doing now that the district is allowing us to do Zoom sessions, I'm doing a lot of Zoom sessions with each of my kids as much as I can if it works for the parents. But I work with about 44 kids and about 20 of them I'm Zooming with every week. And it's just the student and I. And sometimes it's just they're showing me their toys or their bedroom or something fun that they've done at home.
So I can imagine you miss your kids pretty much.
I do. I miss my kids a lot. And, in fact, a lot of teachers had a little meltdown the first couple weeks of school. And I had a little meltdown too because, one of my little first grade little girls, on her seesaw, one of the things she did for her classroom teacher is check in, with like a emotion face on how are you feeling, how are you doing, and she checked in with a sad face, and she had left an audio comment saying this is really hard, and that was hard for me to see that because this is a little girl that I work with every single morning, and so it was hard to see that she was kind of feeling that way and feeling frustrated. So
Dylan's mom's working from home, but there are still some essential workers that need masks. That could lead into Hannah's story in a way.
That's good.
Well, I've been talking to my friend Tanner recently, and I asked him like what he's been up to like keep himself entertained during like being locked inside. And he actually told me that he has this 3D printer in his house that he has been running 24/7 and making masks for healthcare workers so that he can make an impact on people's lives from the comfort of his home.
Hi, my name is Tanner Finken, and I am a senior in Apple Valley. And over the past few weeks, I've been 3D printing parts for PPE. PPE just stands for Personal Protective Equipment, and it's used a lot by the medical industry. The medical field is running low on a lot of PPE, and this is just really helping to supplement that.
Tanner has been working hard every day in order to help with the shortages of PPE.
Yeah, my printer is running almost 24/7, at least for the past few weeks. I actually listen to it as a white noise machine when I fall asleep. Since starting, I've probably printed over 200 masks, maybe pushing 250 now.
To him, this is a selfless endeavor.
As a member of the 3D printing community, I think that we have a responsibility to help in any way that we can, especially in crisis. And this being a crisis and me having a printer, I'm doing what I can to help.
Tanner is only one of many at Apple Valley High School who is getting involved using their access to 3D printing technology to help during this global pandemic to create hundreds of masks for healthcare workers. Reporting for EaglEye, I'm Hannah Robinson.
What a guy.
Wow. Right. I just think it's really cool how he is able to do all this just from his house. He's actually working with his robotics team to do these with loaner printers. And it's not just his robotics team that's doing it. It's I think more of the robotics teams are doing it as well. And also the Fab Lab is participating in this to help make the PPE for healthcare workers.
Yeah, I definitely see how everyone that has the accessibility to making masks and stuff for the care workers are finding ways to help out communities, and everyone's kind of coming together. But I'm wondering, how is the healthcare worker doing in time? And I heard that Ella has a story about what they're doing for PPE.
Yeah, the shortage of personal protective equipment in care facilities has been detrimental to doctors and nurses across the nation. So today I talked to a couple of nurses about how the lack of PPE has affected them and what you can do to help. As the number of COVID-19 cases continue to grow across the nation, healthcare facilities have been hit hard with the lack of PPE. making them more susceptible to catching the virus.
We cannot care for patients the way we should be. Masks. We are mandated to keep the mask for until they basically rip or they're no longer do their purpose.
At the beginning of the lockdown in Minnesota, nurses had to reuse their face masks every shift for a week. Fortunately, in the past couple weeks, it's been reduced to a new face mask per shift. However, it still poses risks to health.
We would leave them in a place where they could harbor bacteria.
In the hospital where I work on COVID-specific units, there is a very high incidence of nurses contracting COVID.
There's a few ways to help healthcare workers and get involved during this time.
It would be really wonderful if legislators could be contacted.
During this time, we still need a mask. We need gowns. We potentially will have a need for face shields and also more testing and have those kits available for all the people that want to be tested. That will be one way to help.
Reporting for EaglEye, I'm Ella Russell. Make sure to wash your hands. It is extremely important to stop the spread. But across the nation, there's also essential workers that don't get the representation they deserve. Hunter, I heard you have a story on that.
So yeah, essential workers can come from everywhere. An essential worker that I know is Lynn Elliott. She's the owner of Way Cool Cooking School, a small business within Minnesota. But she's been heavily affected with the coronavirus. So I caught up with her to see what her business is doing and what they're trying to accomplish to stay open and float during this time.
Located here in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, a small business, a hidden gem, founded on the basis of cooking with families, has found a way to keep teaching even though unable to in person.
Way Cool is a cooking school that's located in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Well, we have been very affected by COVID-19. We have had to shut our doors. Not sure what's going to happen to small businesses as we go forward here and how many are going to survive. But I'm planning on surviving.
With a good mindset, innovation takes place.
When you're faced with a problem and you can reinvent yourself and be creative and come up with new things, I think that just sparks a passion that you've had for a while when you've done your business for a while, that it kind of just sparks creativity and ingenuity. And you need all those things to continue to be successful in any type of business. So instead of just shutting the doors down and waiting for something to happen, we decided to take action and think of what could we do. And what we did is we came up with these ideas for cooking kits. And so each week we've been introducing a new menu, and then these kits are picked up by our customers on Wednesdays, and then on Thursdays we do a live video.
Through media, Lynn still manages to reach her patrons and drive the love of cooking. So if you can, get out there and support your locally owned businesses during these times.
I would love for you to go to our website and check out waycoolcookingschool.com and see all the way cool things we do. Love to have you try some of our kits and have some fun with your families. Thank you.
Reporting for EaglEye, I'm Hunter Bertram.
So after checking out that cooking school, it sure makes me miss eating out and just having the freedom to go to like Chili's or a restaurant or anything. So like, what can we do if we're inside and we got to like make a few snacks to eat?
Besides baking a lot, I've been like watching so many shows and movies. But I came up with like a list of 5 websites that are offering free movies and shows. Like you don't have to sign up or do anything, which I think it's nice because like Netflix, Hulu, like they give you like a 30-day trial, but then you have to remember not like to take it out so you don't pay. But these are free and they're nice, and you can watch a lot of cool shows.
If you're looking for something to watch while in quarantine, here are the top 5 providers offering free TV and movie options. The first one is Pluto TV, and this one's my favorite because it's live channels that you can watch straight from the web, so that's pretty cool. The next one is Epix. Now this one offers a bunch of cool movies that you can watch also straight from the web, and it has originals and a bunch of options. And the next one is Tubi TV. Now this one you can just go to the web, click on Watch Now, and this one offers a bunch of different genres that you can choose from. Now the next one is Apple TV, and this one's offering a free for everyone, so you can just go to the app, click on that, and start watching from there. And lastly, for all you football lovers, NFL Game Pass is offering a complimentary access until May 31st, so you can just go to their website, do a little quick sign up, and start watching football from there. And those were the 5 top free TV and movie options. Hopefully you guys find something good to watch and won't be so bored during quarantine.
What are some of the sites you have? Because we do want to be careful about sending people to sites where there might be malicious content, malware,
Oh, gotcha.
stuff like that. What are some of
It's
the
like
sites?
CBS, Apple TV,
yeah.
Epic, NFL Game Pass.
Yeah, legit sources that are offering
Yeah,
free.
not like
That's
any like
perfect.
illegal type of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So my story that I have is about like how our teachers are adjusting into online tournaments as well as like or our coaches as well as like the students, because it's been stressful, not even gonna lie. Because it's a journey for everybody, and they're also doing nationals online, so that's kind of where mine goes.
For speech?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. We've had two online tournaments. We've had E-Talk, which is a national tournament, and national qualifiers. So everything's kind of changed in that realm because they just automatically skipped people up to like SEMs and finals. So I kind of went on a journey talking about like for seniors how it feels that this is your last year and everything's moved to online, and how the coaches are feeling about how we're ending the season.
The online speech tournaments have been a pretty unique opportunity, and I think that given our current set of circumstances, that we're very lucky to have had this opportunity. Coaching students in this particular environment, in this particular medium, is much different. When you are in a face-to-face tournament, you work with that student before round one. Instead of just flatly losing the season altogether, these students have been given the opportunity to share their message in a slightly different venue.
Doing online tournaments has been very weird, but it's been fun because we're obviously not there in person, but we are still feeling like the emotional toll that a tournament has on us. And it's really fun because you still feel like the excitement, you still get to see your competitors. So it's a very unique experience that I've enjoyed. I'm really glad that the season was able to continue. I think it's really cool that the speech community has organized this platform, especially for me since it's my senior year. So it was sort of like a weird ending to the season, but I think it was very unique and very special of them to organize this and for us to gain closure during these times.
It must be hard to like do your competitions online, but then again, you have other sports some people are still going outside to practice. And Reese, I know you have a couple tips to stay clean when people go outside.
I do. I have a little comedic tutorial video prepared to just show people, how to stay clean in a fun way, and show people how to stay clean while at the same time just giving them something to laugh at, because this is a hard time for everybody, I'm sure.
This is a disclaimer. Although COVID-19 is affecting our daily lives, this virus doesn't stop many from leaving to restock on items needed to survive. Surely we will be leaving the house to go to the items that will be needed to go to the store with. Face mask. Clorox wipes. And hand sanitizer. I will be entering the store. I have my Clorox wipes to wipe off the cart, and I have my mask to keep from contact with others. Let's go. how to deal with COVID-19. Thanks for watching.
Now that we know how to stay healthy during this time, we also need to know what to do with our time. I think Levi has a story for us about taking this time to prepare for our futures. You want to talk to us about that, Levi?
Yes, in my story, I like to take a look into my future because quarantine has given me some time to think about my future, and I hope others are taking this time to their advantage too, because we won't get a time like this, but then again, hopefully we don't.
Ever since quarantine started, I've been given time to think about my future plans, and that includes college. Just the other day, I had a phone call with the video editing college in Minneapolis. I chose video editing to focus on during quarantine because it's one of my favorite hobbies, and also I could really have a future with it. Here's an example of a video I made during summer. I hope other people are using quarantine time to their advantage because although it's not a good time, we have a lot of time to think about things that we won't necessarily have much time to think about on any other normal day. So use this time to your advantage and think about your future and after school.
Okay. That's what I've been doing. I've been focusing on my future, and I miss being able to do so during school with my friends and at lunch.
So, talking about lunch, I think in this epidemic, it's pretty important for family to feed their kids. District lunch ladies, food workers in Apple Valley, they're packing lunch for families and feeding our community. So they're delivering these food to other schools, and families are pulling off their school to grab food for this week. So I think that's pretty nice what they're doing. I can make it
Good
if
job, Alex.
needed. I'm a loner in school, but I don't mind talking to people, man.
I mean, it
I
might
best
not
watch.
be as bad as Elizabeth talking to yourself. I'm not there yet, but I do miss like face-to-face interactions.
Oh my god.
And this in EaglEye specifically, like staying after school and just like I don't
Yeah,
know why
editing.
I find this entertaining. Not even editing, like people struggling to finish their stories. Like I don't know why I did it, but like I thought it was kind of like entertaining. But they got done, but just like they waited till like the very last minute.
The processing of doing it was fun, and the fact that you're willing to go out and buy McDonald's is like awesome. Like you don't want to miss food fair.
I miss going to the dentist. Okay.
I haven't gone to the dentist.
I need to go to the
My
orthodontist.
braces have been ruined.
Oh
My
Same.
braces are like done. Like there's rubber bands hanging out of my mouth right now. I look like a fish with a hook in its mouth. I'm dying. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead.
I can't even.
What world?
Nice.
Did I miss it?
Good morning.
It was good seeing all of you guys.
You get high
There's
school
195.
Bye, guys.
It's been a
I hope you
nice
guys have a good
release from the
quarantation.
dark loneliness I have been
Thanks for tuning in.
big golf
Bye.
ball.
See ya.
All right, see y'all.
Goodbye, everybody.
I'm just waiting to be kicked out at this point.
Bye.